David, big guys, straight ahead, please. Big smile. Right, please, guys. Guys, straight ahead, please. Run to the right, please, Anna. Right, please, guys. Thank you. We do a single. Gillian, straight ahead, please. And just take your left shoulder, please. And to me, please, Tom, on the right. Thank you very much. Ahead, please, Tom. And just next to him, please. Keep coming around to the right, please, guys. Benedict, in the middle, please. Keep coming around to the right, please, guys. And run to the right here, please, sir. You work your way to the right, please, sir. Thank you. Sir, just in the middle here, please. In the middle, guys, to the end here, please. And on the right, please, guys. On the right over here, thank you. Now, Anna. Run to the right, please. On the right, please, Anna. Anna. Straight ahead, please, James. James, straight ahead, please. James, run to the right here, please. Guys, on your left. On the right, please, guys. In the middle, please. In the middle. Run to the right, please. Over your shoulder. Guys, that's up. Over here. Round to the right, please. Right, guys. Round to the right, please. Right, please, guys. Round to your left. Round to your right, please. Round to the right. Yes, to your left. Sorry, Anna, just start.
Well, I'm here to support, obviously, the theatre, and my father, who was editor of the Evening Standard, started these awards 60 years ago, so I'm here, obviously, to honour his memory. We have an award tonight in his memory, and I'm a big theatre buff, as is Christopher, and we love the theatre, so anything that we can do to support it, we're here. Well, it's the Charles Winter Award for the most promising playwright, and it's going to be presented tonight by Rufus Norris, who's just been, as you know, named the artistic director, creative director of the National Theatre. So I'm very thrilled that he's going to be doing that this evening, and looking forward to seeing who else is going to win.
You know, we have some of the best theatre in the world. We have incredible talent here in the UK, and it's really a privilege to be able to celebrate all of that talent tonight and to be able to support it in some small way. It's something that I believe in intrinsically is important for both personally and professionally. So to be able to do it in theatre, but also music and all areas of design and the creative fields, it's something that, you know, I feel it's an important part of who I am and who we are as an organisation.
It's a wonderful excuse to celebrate really good theatre that's happening across the board, and also to give a lift to new aspiring talent, whether they're new playwrights, new actors, new directors, and celebrate some of them all well established.
Nobody acts or performs or sings to get an award, you know, that's just the cherry on the cake. So it's a party really, and a very enjoyable one too.
People see award ceremonies as about winning something, or as it's kind of like watching a movie or a play in itself. It's a bit of an event, it's a bit of an entertainment in itself, you know. But the thing they really are is a celebration. And for young actors particularly, and not even for young actors, but for all actors and playwrights and directors, you're in an industry where you get knocked quite a lot, and you know, you do get a hell of amount of rejections and stuff like that. Even if you're very successful, you do. And these are about celebrating. This is about saying well done, and that's actually a very supportive environment to be in.
It seems to be a very good time for theatre. I mean, I've always loved going, but it's taken on a whole new life, I feel, and certainly a lot of people I know are now kind of avid theatre goers, and that's lovely.
Amazing. It doesn't feel real yet. It's a huge honour just to be holding this thing, to be in the company of Mark Strong and Ben Miles, amazing actors, to be here, and it's great. I'm very happy. I'm so proud of the show, and I can't believe that we've won something. So it's really great. The thing is about acting is you want to do roles that stretch and challenge you. You want to do roles that are outside your comfort zone, and you know, Marcius who becomes later Coriolanus is a killing machine. He's completely fearless. He's blessed by no fear of death, which makes him almost invincible. And I hasten to add, that's not who I am. So I had to really extend myself towards what that feels like to have, you know, to live inside a body which has no fear of death, that has no fear of physical pain. Shakespeare says he has 27 scars on his body. That's how much blood he shed for Rome. So to get into that physicality, to get into that psychology was a really exciting thing, and I'll never forget the experience at all. It was a real team effort, and we performed it all the way through Christmas and through New Year. We did 8 shows a week. There were no understudies. It was, you know, we sweated blood and tears. You know, by the end, I actually had to go to hospital. I had a cut on my forehead. I had 4 stitches. It's one of those ones where you just put everything on the line. I've still got the scars to prove it. So it's unforgettable, and to have this is the icing on the cake.
I'm a bit stunned. I didn't realise that there were going to be so many people that I respected in the audience, and how many people I've enjoyed their work over the years. And I got so nervous beforehand. And it feels extraordinary. It feels really extraordinary. And I feel incredibly honoured. I grew up in London, and even though I didn't see a lot of theatre, the theatre that I did see had a huge impact on me as a child. And you know, I work in this town where the theatre is, all of it is so extraordinary. And to do a play that I wanted to do pretty much for my whole life, and to have it be well received, and cementing how well received it was, is a dream come true, really.
We love the Evening Standard Awards, and what's really good is, oh, hang on, they seem to have missed. No, it's the Evening Standard Awards, and I'm very happy to win again, actually, so it's always a delight to be here. David Herrin and I have been old friends for so long, and I've been a fan of this play since Richard Ayres' seminal production, I think, originally, which I saw a number of times and loved more than anything in the world. So the challenge to try to do it again and try to reinvent it was a huge challenge, because I loved it so much first time around. But David wanted me to do it, so it was out of love and respect for David, but also love and respect for the play.
It's an absolute delight. It's a complete surprise. I know everyone says that, but I genuinely was blown away, especially given the other people that were nominated. So yeah, it's a huge delight. I've always been really interested in medieval history, and I had a degree in Scottish medieval history, but I think until quite recently probably no one would have thought of an audience having any interest in seeing a history play. So it was really something that I'd been pushing for quite a long time, but not getting much joy with. But then National Theatre Scotland kind of committed to it, and we went ahead.
It feels fantastic. It's because in many ways we're nominated for many awards, but we never take them home usually. You know, usually more of a commercial hit will win it. But it's so extraordinary because we believe that it deserves this merit, and it's really blessed for it to be honored that way.
The most extraordinary aspect of this show is that everybody comes in and has a very individual experience. It's such an immersive show, and we take this tragic material about this lost story about these 9 boys, and we place it in the setting of a minstrel show, which means that people are not allowed to sit outside of the production and just receive the material, but they have to engage. They have to engage emotionally and viscerally with the experience, and that is what creates a transformative theatrical experience for everybody in the theater, and that's what's so meaningful to us, and what has obviously been meaningful to everybody who has seen the show.
The only other award I've ever won is the 1997 Actors Anonymous Cricket Club Best Newcomer, so this is a real treat. This is really fantastic. When I read Hilary's scripts, I thought they could be translated fantastically, but it needed a massive collective effort under pressure of time. So we just assembled the right group of people and we went for it, and it's just great that it paid off.
Completely overwhelming. I genuinely wasn't expecting it. And then from the moment, because I was the only girl in my category, from when they said, she did this, and I was like, oh, this means I'm going to have to speak. And then I had to speak in front of loads of people. I don't think it went that well. I would say I've done an apprenticeship to build up to this moment. This is like the kind of thing that you dream about as a young aspiring actress, but I feel as though I've gone the right way about it and worked my way up the ladder. And something like Dogfight, for it to bring these opportunities, and for this to happen, I'm speechless. I'm never speechless. I'm so sorry. I can't speak properly.
I'm thrilled and surprised, because you sort of come at this event thinking, wow, it's amazing to be here, and that's enough. And that's what I've been telling myself all week, that's enough. So to have this is an extra. I started writing the play alone, and I started writing the play because I was fascinated in mining and that sort of very male underground world. And then I eventually decided that I really wanted to write about the miners' strike. But that was a long decision, you know. I was hesitant because of the politics of it. And so it was about 2.5 years of writing and researching, going underground. I went underground with my dad to the pit. And then when finally the Hampstead Theatre said they wanted to do it, we went underground all together as well. But yeah, it was a long process, but then that makes it all the more rewarding.
Well, I've just managed to forget my wife's name, having said that this award means to me the success of getting married this year, so I'll say it again. Sabrina, thank you. The theatre community loves getting together. They have a great time. It's a great opportunity to meet your friends again, people you've worked with, people you hope to work with. And it's always nice for a community to, you know, participate in rewarding each other. Has it ever had a weak year? Perhaps it has, but you can tell from the nominations tonight that it's been a very strong year. You can't help but be hopeful and admiring.
It feels amazing to win this award. This is the first show that David Byrne and I have done in London, and so it's just incredible the way that the show's been embraced, and to win an award is awesome. Oh, it feels incredible. As someone who grew up in New York City, you know, one never expects you'll actually get to like direct a show in London, and so it's to be at the National, to be a part of the theater community here has been wonderful.